To the cloud.
Recording to the cloud already.
So, I guess with that being said, I guess I'll get on into it then, huh? All right. So, one thing I want to say, one of the things I want to say, actually, I want to start off with a recap with some things that we was listening to from Taz talk about the other night when he was on his last 2 trainings. So if y'all missed it or y'all didn't catch the replay and both of them wasn't recorded, I hope you catch logistics of some of the nuggets that you missed before, because these nuggets are so essential to your trading. And you really might have missed it because it would have been easy to miss. But he said this, and I can relate 100%. When he was talking about building your team and building the MLM, he also talked about teaching and how when he started teaching, how much teaching Forex helped his trading. And I can relate because when I started teaching, it helped my trading so much more. But also this, when I started, not just when I started teaching, when I started wanting to build a team and I was still learning, the more I was reaching out and talking to those 5 to 10 people a day saying, this is what I learned today. And I was excited and I'm hitting them back and I'm telling them what else I learned. Even when I learned this, but I lost this, I learned this. You know how much people was coming? They kept coming because you know what? They kept noticing that I was learning. Not just that, that improved my own trading. You know why? Because I'm saying out loud what I just learned. So I'm still telling it to myself. So over and over again, I'm saying, oh, I just learned this. I learned this trade and setup where we take this buy this sell. I made this much money. As long as I remember this and this and that, I'm in. I don't have it all, but I have it. Saying those little things to other people not only helps you build your team and earn that residual income, but it also helps those trading tools and that trading knowledge stick to you. So if you just want to learn, still get in the habit of telling your friends what you're learning. You don't have to think of it as you don't have to think of it as you let me see. You don't have to think of it as you trying to recruit. Think of it as you're sharing your own knowledge. So as you're sharing the knowledge that you're getting, you are also reiterating it into your own memory. That makes sense?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
So
Makes
along those
sense.
lines,
Makes sense.
it would be both a recruiting tool and great for noobs or new people. Almost I'd say remedial classes. What's a candle?
Mm-hmm.
What's a pip? I mean, just some of that stuff. Yeah, you can, I understand you can Google all that stuff, and I'm a big believer, Google that stuff. But it would also bring it, because a lot of people, they don't even know how to discuss this intelligently.
Right, and you're not, and that's the other thing. When you're telling what you learned, you're not trying to hold a discussion about it. It's not a discussion. You're sharing the information. So you can go to somebody and be like, "Look, I signed up with Cree yesterday. I didn't know anything about this, but I know about this, and I know this. Now, don't ask me to get too informed because I can call her though, and she can break it down if you want more information. But I just want to tell you what I learned."
I mean, and I promise you I'll do it, but for the veterans, for lack of a better word, in mob, you know, whether it's Zoom classes or whatever, because you always log people in. I think that would be a great thing, and myself included. I would definitely sit in on just some very, very basics of this stuff that I think would absolutely help in trading. I mean, I'm a pretty quick study, but still, there's still things that I just want to specifically ask, almost like coaching sessions.
Right. And that's exactly why we have these training calls. And that's exactly why I tell y'all, drop your questions in the chat. We look at, if we don't answer in the chat, guess what? It's going to give us some more information to go over once we're doing our training call. We can break it down more on the training call. You want to know about this? You're doing this setup. Why isn't this work? We can go over it. So just like on this call, I don't have a particular setup for anybody. So for question purposes, and trust, pop in, ask them, drop them in the chat. I'm going to go over this setup, going over the basics, because if you stick to your basics, let's say you go off on your trading and you go into a binge stage where you're losing, you can get back to your basics, you can get back grounded. Getting back to your basics, you can know what's going wrong. Get back to your basics, you can find where you are. Remember, you have to always know where you are in the market. If you want to go somewhere, can you get there if you don't know where you at right now? You stuck. You don't have a starting point, so you don't know where to get to. So in this, you always gonna want to know where you are. Let me bring my screen up. So let's do EURNZD. Hold on. Oh wait, y'all can't see my screen. Hold on, my bad. And this stuff is I'm telling you, it's dope. Can't share my screen. Okay.
You should be able to. You're the host.
I got it. I'm just can't find my stuff. Okay, so hold on. So for training purposes, and also whether you are trading binary or forex, because I trade both as well. So whether you're trading either one, and it's a class for either one, hop on for either one, because guess what? Trading one will help you learn how to trade the other. So right here, we just have our hour time frame. Another thing you want to learn is you want to learn your candlesticks. You want to know what your doji candlesticks is. You want to know what an engulfing candlestick is. You want to know what your wicks are. You want to know what engulfing candles. You want to know what hammers are. I'm not going to go over that all right now because that's a whole session in itself. But that's one thing that you want to learn. You want to learn what your candlesticks are. So when you go on from the chart to to um the trading, you know what you're looking for. You know what you're looking at. But I'm just gonna go on here because I want y'all to get used to it. I want y'all to see the candlesticks too, and I want to give you variance. I should have had this one up. So also the things that's important in trading, that's the basic, is support and resistance zones. Do y'all know how to find y'all support and resistance zones?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
anybody else? How you find it?
No.
No. I got 2 no's, 1 yes.
Your support and resistance zones where your candles hit the most.
Right, good. Your support and resistance zones are the areas where your candlesticks will stop the most in the chart. So right here, these blue lines that I'm putting, this blue line, I'm making support and resistance zones. Stop. So anywhere in the market where I keep seeing the market stop, that's a support and resistance area. How far apart I make them, that's totally up to me. Why you just keep This is totally up to me. I can put this here. You can make them as far as wide as you want to. That's up to you. So, but these are your support and resistance zones. These are things that are crucial in your trading. These are basics that you want to know. So when you are on the chart and you're trading and you're on task system, is there for you. You don't have to draw them. These are just the bar of the star bar arrow are major support and resistance area. The smaller arrows in here, they're minor errors. Those are also your entry and your exit points. Where are you getting in on your trade? At the highest point of your entry. Also, remember, I trade patterns. I like patterns. Patterns is my setup. So if I would have seen this coming, this gave me my first leg. I like to see it cross below, cross back up, cross back below. That's my sell. That's my M pattern. That's my confirmation. I'm not as ready to take my sell on the first pullback unless it give me a straight breakdown. That don't mean it don't. It does. It don't. But you want your confirmations. Look for your confirmations. Don't feel that don't feel that these are not things for you to look at. Those are basics over there. So when you on your SBA, you see your stuff. It's there for you. These are your basics that you want to stick with. Stick with it. That's the best thing about this system. So when you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know where to put my support and resistance line. I don't know which one is here. TAS has it right here, all on the system made up. So you don't have to worry about going back to your chart, going to mark it up, going, it's right there. Y'all following me with that? That makes sense?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Okay, cool. So you don't have to suffer if everything's made up. So if all of this made for me, there's no point for me to go back over here to this chart, is it, right? It's no point to go over here because this is done. Sorry, I went to the wrong one. This is done. So we here. So now that we here and we found our place, another thing with the system, your gold candles are buys, your black candles are sales. So what are your white candles?
Consolidation.
Right. It's going to be a consolidating or it's going to be reversal. So those sit on your hands. Look for your patterns. Look to see what's going on in the market. If you only see like, I'm trying to scoot it where you can't see it out. But let's say you only see to here. You don't see anything full from here back. Let me get out here. So if you don't see anything from behind this line, stop freezing. If you don't see anything from behind this line, and because you couldn't confirm your pattern right, because even from here, it looked like it's gonna give you a W, but it didn't break above that bar that was at the top. It didn't go above that star and that arrow that's at the top. It reversed and gave you that second leg on that M pattern for the sell. So star, bar, arrow, it's so strong because it's definitely top of your thing. So let's say you put in a trade here and you held it, but you like, okay, I'm gonna hold it until my exit point isn't until it goes above here. So you can take another entry when it starts to drop and you see your pattern forming. That's another entry, that's multiple entries, and you still sticking with your basics. You're not trying to do a lot. You're not even really worried about scalping. And then you hold your trade till your next line come up. That makes sense?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does, Coach.
So if I'm doing my re-entries and I have right here and I'm coming down, I'm in my sale. When I see my black dot and I have my black candle, that's a re-entry for me. My yellow line, I'm looking for my re-entry. Those are keys that I have a re-entry coming. Another yellow bar, another black dot, that's a re-entry. If you seen me do the training when I did Nas and I was scalping, let me go here. My yellow bar, every time I had my yellow bar and it was coming down and in my black dot form, I took that sell and I was catching that 50 to 100 pips. So yeah, but also when you're doing that, the market is only going to give you so many times that it's going to give you a pullback and a continuation of the trend. So that's when you want to back test and see how often you're getting that. So how many cycles is it giving you a pullback and a reentry, pullback, reentry? So you'll know when you get to the end, okay, should I keep taking it? Am I close to where I want to reverse? Am I watching my TDI down here? Did it give me that snake pattern out? Is it white at the TDI and my candlesticks turn white? Because if I'm seeing that now, I know it's going to consolidate. I might need to exit my trade, or it's going to reverse.
Pardon the interruption, Coach, but I just dropped the Candlestick Bible on the chat here for everyone to go ahead and copy.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and that is great. Learning your game. Your candlesticks will tell you what the market is doing. Your candlesticks will tell you what the market, and you'll see them. So when you be seeing these wicks on here, oh, it's gonna be key. You see the star bar arrow, and you see the consolidation in your wicks form, because it's your. What are you doing? Your candlesticks will form a Why do it do this? It just changed pairs. Your candlesticks will form a pattern of their own, like a shooting star or a morning star. That's a candlestick pattern. Hold on 1 second, guys. I need to close some of these daggone pairs on here probably.
Which also gives me, while you're doing that, an opportunity to address one of the other questions that was asked on the chat today. Everybody was concerned that the SBA wasn't working correctly because it wasn't loading. If you open a whole bunch of pairs, it's going to be asking information for each one of those pairs for the SBA to go ahead and give you. And that's going to go ahead and bog down the memory. So unless you have a monster computer and you have 32 gigabytes of RAM, it's going to put a real stress on your random access memory, which is going to freeze your computer. So try not to have more than 4, maybe 5 pairs open at a time.
Thank you. Because when I had said 3 to 5 pairs, that was just my normal, what I'm used to. And I know you're more knowledgeable on the system and the background of it. And I do have more that pairs open right now, which is making me keep freezing. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta close them.
When you
Because
pull it up, let's fix it right quick too.
okay. I'm sorry, y'all. But I wanted to show y'all that support and resistance so you can see like that key point is super major. There is nowhere that in trading where you will learn that you will not need to know your support and resistance zones in trading. And the fact that TAS has made this beautiful system for us and that is there, it's a huge advantage. Taz, I can't get it. Told y'all I'm not the computer geek. Hold on one second.
If you want, I can share my screen, coach, so you can continue teaching.
I'm about to hold on, I'm about to come out and come right back in. Yeah, could you please? Because I was trying to hold on.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so you see on here, and this is another key thing. This is another thing about knowing where you are. So if we're here on our GU, and I'm glad this is a good one, when you're trading and it's right here in the middle, you see that it's in the buy, you wanted to go to the high, but you see the star and the arrow, so you think you might get the bar and go to the low. Don't forget to look at your TDI. It was just black and it turned white and turned up. So this will give me an indication that it's not ready to take this trade. I will look forward to want to buy, but because this is right here, those are things be cautious of. But notice what's going on with your TDI, and notice your support. You don't have a support system, a support or resistance line right there either. So you can still be free. I will want more clarity before I will take this trade in here. But for me, I was still wanting to see it push up into that again.
Coach, you have control of my screen, so you can go ahead and use your cursor to go ahead and do whatever you want with my chart.
Okay, thank you. So, but your area again will be right above here, the point. I don't know. I'm gonna check it after the training. But thank you.
Hey, coach, left click on his chart. You got to control the screen so we can see what you're talking about.
Here, can y'all see me?
Nah, you gotta hit request. There we go. You see something? That was you, Edgar.
Yeah, I got it. I think because if I click it, it's gonna say give it up.
Nah, you got it now.
No,
As
let
you
me
moving.
not. That ain't me moving.
Okay, click on
Do I have it now? No, I don't have it now.
click request on his.
I just did.
Edgar, you should be able to give her a request.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, I do. Okay. Can y'all see my cursor now?
Yep.
Okay. So those are other points that you want to look for, but these are key things. So since I said I'm going to be more simple, more on the beginners, I'm just going to stick to that. These support and resistance lines that he has, if you just stick to those for your trade, and for my newbies, you will be able to make your trades and collect your pips right here. if you just went from the yellow to the white, and if your yellow and your white isn't moving like these right here, it's consolidating. It's not really above or below. Here it's not really above or below. You're just in a consolidated area. Wait for it to break out. Once it came down, gave you the star bar arrow, it came up and broke out and gave you extra pips. This is so, I just want to be simple with y'all. I know I started with the scalping and I'll go back and do more of that. But some of the questions that I got lately, I want y'all to be super basic. If you have the yellow bar, the black dot, that's your sale entry. If you missed it when it first come up, wait for your black dot. Wait for your next yellow bar. It's gonna come. Then take that sale. I know I had a question. What how many trading sessions are there?
Four.
What's the most volatile? Which one is most volatile?
New York.
Which one is least volatile?
Ooh, I don't know that one.
You said New York for the most volatile? Asia for less. Which one is the most volatile? London. Yes, London. So with that being said, your pairs actually goes with your session. So make sure your pairs match with your session. So what pairs move the most when it's in London session, and what hour? That should be the time frame that you want to catch your trade. That's when you want to look for your move. Don't pick any time of day. You want to learn how to trade gold or NAS. Go to the London. Well, I do NAS in the morning, so NAS would be a New York session for me, crossover. But you can do it at London. Go to London. Find those moves. That's the best thing. Get your move. Get out the market. Most people can win in the market, but they lose because they can't get out. You can get your money, but you won't get out. So you'll give it back and then some. Know your sessions. Knowing your sessions also knows where you are. You can be in a Sydney session and think you finna have a sale, but you know Sydney moves slow. So you're liable to catch a consolidation if you're at the wrong time of day. Know your time of day when you want to trade. Know your entries. Know your 3 or your 4-point entries. On here, if I'm looking for an entry, my 3-point entry, if I'm just using my chart, will be my star bar arrow. If I include my TDI, I want to see my white crossing over from the yellow into my going down from over my 70s and crossing down. That's what I'm looking for. Star bar arrow, I want to see the TDI cross below. That's a 5-point entry. So if I'm not winning, then which point am I not looking for when I'm taking my trades? If I want to take my trades, then I need the star bar arrow, and then I can take it. I can take the sell or the buy, depending on the direction. If I say I'm not winning still, include the TDI in my trades, and then I can up the amount that I can up my risk. I can up my own confidence. If I'm not winning my trades, then go back to my original points. Do not deter from the reasons that you're told to enter your trade. So if I come to Taz and I say, Taz, I keep losing with the system, the first thing he's gonna say to me, and I'm sure, is what, Taz? Am I using the star bar arrow? And I'm
Did you
sure.
wait on the setup?
Right. Did you wait on the setup? You have to have that setup. The setup is the key. Get your setup in your right time frame and know where you are. Wait for your setup. If you see the setup not winning, are you seeing the whole setup? So even if I took this and I said, Taz, I took this and it kept pulling back, well, he can say you didn't wait on the setup completely because you don't have the arrow right here. You know what I'm saying? So where was your setup? My setup was really over here. Oh, okay. Well, then did you close the trade before? Did it pull all the way back above the last star after the second star bar arrow for continuation? No, it didn't close above, but I got out because it pulled back too high. Well, you exit the trade before it qualified for you to exit. Know your exit point, your exit points. What's gonna make you exit if it pull back above the star? What's gonna make you take your profit if I get a star bar and an arrow down below in the opposite direction? I'm taking profit. Or I only want 10 pips, so boom, I got 10 pips, or boom, I got 20 pips. Totally up to you. On this chart, I'm on a 30-minute time chart, so each candlestick is 30 minutes. So for here, it just depends on how many candlesticks is in between. So right here, it's only one candlestick, so it's 30 minutes. Right here is two white candlesticks, so it was an hour. So it just depends on the time frame you on and how many candlesticks or white candlesticks are showing between the gold and the black candlesticks. If you see black candlesticks, you should look for a sale. The only reason why you shouldn't look for a sale and you seeing black candlesticks is if it's below the 7 on the TDI, because now it's exhausted. It don't have any more energy to push down. We need more momentum. Oh, you're welcome. And even when I was showing, where was I at? This right here, well, actually, you can still kind of see. Even GU right here, your star bar arrow, was it came down, it made a W right here, but it still consolidated and gave you the second leg of the W until over here. Your star bar arrow is your second leg of the W, where you really want your entry. Because you don't want to enter over here because it just consolidated. You just would have been holding it. You want to enter here, take your trade. A lot of people don't have patience to hold in a whole bunch of consolidation. Nobody want to see their money keep bouncing up and down. Any questions? Well, what sounds like Latin? What part, rather? Okay, the terms. When you read the Candlestick Bible that Edgar just dropped in, it will also help you with your terms. If you have a question too, are we talking at say what does that mean? I'm not clear on that. And I'll gladly break it down. So, okay, pop quiz. If I see a yellow bar and a black dot after I see my black star, after I see my star bar arrow right before, will I take the sale? Yes. Who else? I got one yes. Only one person will take the sale? The rest of y'all just sit on y'all hands? Yes, 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 yes. Right, yes, reentry, yes. Right, right. Okay, good, boom. All of y'all just took a one and trade. All of y'all just took a one and trade. As long as you didn't hold it till it pulled back, boom, that's simple. So, another question. If I see the star bar arrow with the green arrow up and the white bar, and then I see my yellow dot pop up, do I take a buy? Yes. Hey. Yes. All right. So all of y'all should be making money on here because that's what this system. That's it. That's it. That's simple. We in it. Right. Ching ching. Y'all knew when y'all got it. Some first times is really that simple. Don't make it more complicated. Because when you start to complicate and be like, well, I just thought about this. This made sense. What about this? You throw yourself off. Because the thing, when Taz created this system, what he did was took all this, it's not just more than the indicators that you see. It's a whole bunch of stuff compiled behind it. That's why when you have a lot of it up, it overloads your system. So he took a lot of that worry, a lot of that guessing, a lot of that extra stuff out of it for you. So when you start throwing it in there, you just putting it back when he just cleared it out. So if you don't see no star bar arrow and you just see it going back and forth like this, what you gonna take, a buy or a sell? We got one buy, accident red, honey. We got one person that will take a buy. Okay, I'm about to answer your question, Bill. Okay, what else? No star bar arrow. What would y'all take right here? No trade. We got one buy. We got one no trade. We got two no. Okay. Oh, right. You're gonna wait. You're gonna wait. Right, right. No trade. Sit on. There y'all go. Now wait till Taz get to teach y'all. I'm just saying. If y'all can get the little part, wait till he get to teach you the extras. Let me tell you how many pips it is. So the pips from, come here, from the green arrow, let's just say right here, let's say you entered on here, and to up to here, that's 130 pips. So if you would have took that buy up on GU just now, that buy just went up 130 pips. And it's all by arrow. So you wouldn't even have felt like you wanted to get out the trade because you still don't even have a white arrow. So why would you close your trade early? And the pullback right here is still giving you that continuation. It still gave you enough to question it, to hold on and just keep pushing up. And I just moved over. That's gonna keep buying. How long was this trade? The timing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 12 hours. This trade been about 12 hours. You can mute yourself and talk. And yes, stay in as long as nothing tells you that the trade is going a different direction or give you a reason to exit or you haven't hit your pip goal for the day, stay in the trade.
Coach Cree.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, it's Candace. So my question, so even though we see the the red arrow right here, a lot of times it'll give you the red area, but it continue to, go in whichever direction. Do we get out as soon as we see that red arrow? Or what have you seen to be more productive? Do you get out as soon as you see it, or when you looking at the your information down below? The heartbeat, I think is what
Oh yeah, and the TDI, the heart.
TDI.
Yeah. So
Are you combining all of that together before you actually get out of the trade, or are you getting out the first sign of the market changing, the arrows?
I am combining everything. If I'm
Okay.
close to my pip, let me say this. If I'm close to my pip goal, I'm taking my pips and I'm out of here. If I'm just everything. But one thing, like I said, even though this came up candlesticks, when it did turn white, it didn't cross below any of my moving averages. And on my TDI, it turned white and back up, showing me it still want to go up. Plus, it hadn't hit the ADR high. So it gave me reasons for continuation. And I don't have my bar. So, and when I see it jump over, I have noticed when I see it jump over like that, it's going to keep pushing up. That's another sign of continuation. So if the bar came or a dot came up top or the candlesticks turned white, then I'm going to start thinking about exiting my trade. But as long as it's still going, like it want to keep going, I'm going to keep collecting. You're welcome. Any other questions? So do y'all feel like that you can confidently take a buy or a sell using this system, at least in your demo account? Yes, yes, yes. All right, cool, cool. So what I want y'all to do is no. Why not? Who said no? Tell me why. And if you don't want to tell me on here, you can inbox me separately. But just in your demo, not on your live, if you feel comfortable taking it in your demo. Remember the things you want to do. If you want to take a sale, you want your star bar and your arrow at the top, like over here, you have your star, your arrow, and your bar. And you will want to go ahead and take that sale. And for a continuation, star and the bar and the dots. Those are continuation trades. For the buy, your star bar arrow, your arrow is green. The difference is for the buy, your bar is white and your arrow is green. Your star is yellow. For the sell, your arrow is black. Your arrow is red. Your star is black and your bar is yellow. If you're looking for a sale, when you see your black candle, go for the glory. When you're looking for a buy, you see your gold candle, go for the glory. That's you enter. Like if I see my star bar arrow, I take my entry. If I see it pop up, I can take it right then. If not, if it's a sale, you can take it on your first black candle. If it's a buy, take it on your first gold candle. Did that help? That's your entry. Sure. If it's a sale, you take your sale after when you see the star, the bar, and the arrow pointing downwards. You take it then, or you can take it when you see your first black candle. When you see the star, the bar, arrow going up, you can take it as soon as you see it, or you can take it when you see your first gold candle. You might miss your first one depending on your time frame. So your time frame and how much you're willing to have as your stop loss is your judge for where you, if you want to take the trade or miss the trade. The white candles are candles that are telling you that I want to reverse, or I'm consolidating, or I should sit on my hands. So the white candles are the ones that you want to just kind of watch the market on some. Okay, good. I'm glad to help you. Okay, so what I want y'all to do is, I'm gonna try to stay up for y'all. And let me tell y'all, usually I'm already asleep. Usually by the time we get off from 8 to 9, I'm asleep. I go to sleep early. I'm gonna set my alarm. I'm gonna get back up for London, and I'm gonna try to stay up for y'all. And all I want to do, I want y'all to drop in the chat y'all trades that y'all take on demo. Whether you win, whether you lose, drop in the chat your trades that you take on demo and how you did. If you uncomfortable, say you was uncomfortable. If you felt comfortable, say that. If you happy about it, say that. If you feel a little more comfortable, however, do it. Put it in the chat. You want to grow? We finna grow. Y'all want to get a bag? We finna get a bag. So do it. Drop it in the chat. I'm gonna do mine too. You can drop as many as you want. Y'all want to grow as a team? You want your unit to grow? We about to really help it. Show how the system help you. If you lost and you still understood something, still drop that in the chat. I still didn't win, but I understand a little more. Drop that. I understand a little more and I won. Drop that. Whatever it is. I did this and I don't understand why I didn't win. Drop it. Okay? Y'all down? Because I'm going to go and drop my results for the gold since that's new to me. So, and then y'all can drop y'all's for this. And it's in the chat. And whatever you get a question on, if I can't help you, I'm sure one of the other coaches will. I'm sorry, you can have your control back.
It's okay, just checking on that trade real quick.
No problem. No problem. Any other questions? And I want y'all to do this because I'm telling y'all, this will help y'all more than anything. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Go ahead. You can unmute. You can ask any questions you have.
Okay,
You all can
last
unmute.
question. Okay, so I'm just wondering, is there a recording of how to read the dashboard? I know Taz went over it the other day. I still feel like I don't quite.
I haven't did
Get
that
it?
video yet because y'all
Okay.
not ready to go there yet. If you haven't been able to put a trade in the star bar arrow,
Got you.
I want you to learn the system before you go cheating.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not gonna do that one until probably next week or something. But I need to see some results from you guys because you are the first ones with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if you're
Okay.
messing up. At least you're trying so we can fix it. If you mess up and you putting it out there, let us know that hey, I tried this worked or this didn't work. You know, we can explain to you why it didn't work to give you a better understanding. You're never gonna learn how to trade if you do not put a trade in.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta at least
Gotcha.
try.
So do you want us to just post daily? Because I'm pretty much
Daily,
trading
yes,
daily.
we
I
need
just
that. That's you.
yeah,
It
I
grows
know.
daily.
I put them in and go back. But yeah, okay. I'll stop slacking and just post them.
Mhm.
But
And
I
y'all,
got you.
really, I'm gonna have to shut down the chat, and we're gonna go to Discord. So
Yep.
we're gonna have to get used to using that Discord, because there's a lot of people that don't be on Facebook, and put that in the chat.
Mhm.
Have you got your one to come back up, Cree?
Oh shoot, I haven't even checked again. Hold on.
Check it.
If you go over here to the Discord where it says Traders Lounge, post your results over here
Mhm.
on the Traders Lounge so that everybody in the group can see it.
Okay, and is there a way to refresh the system? I know somebody mentioned that their system was freezing. I closed all browser out and only had I think like 2 charts open, and it wasn't moving. So I was just trying to see, is there anything I need to do daily besides, closing out of it and making sure that the status indicator is on?
What you want to go ahead and do is number one, you want to go ahead and close. Don't have a whole bunch of pairs open. That's number one. Number two,
Okay.
get out of NT4, okay, and come back in. If that still doesn't help it, then go into your browser, look at your internet options, and clear your cache, because you have stuff that is still in the cache, it's still in the memory, in the random access memory, that is occupying all that space that you need. If that doesn't work, then reboot your computer.
Thank you. I'm sure it's probably the cache that's in there too. Thank you.
Yeah, I came back up too. I needed to close some pairs and stuff. I knew that was it. But yeah, so I should see some results tonight, right? That include my own. No, I got quiet. No results.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay, cool. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? No, just me.
Like, I'm with you. I'm usually asleep.
No, I'm excited as well.
Look, I miss getting my. I tried to hurry
I
up and
think
get
we're
my
used to the
cookies.
mics being muted, and now that they're unmuted, everybody afraid to unmute.
Oh, okay.
And y'all doing this at what time? 2 a.m.?
Okay, well, let me say this. I'm not the person that trades it too, but I'm going to try to get up to trade with you all. But I want y'all to drop y'all results from y'all trying it. But well, let me say this, between tonight and in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Cause yeah, I'll be sleeping too.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm doing good to still be up. And I have my cookies.
All them insomnia cookies.
Yes. I started delivering me some. Y'all know me. Get my fix. But yeah, doing in there and just think. So even now, the benefit of the team trading is you're gonna drop your results. If you have questions or issues, we're gonna help you fix it. And you're gonna improve your trading. And you can, if you tell people about the same results that you're dropping, you can grow your residual income, all from trying to achieve one goal, learning to trade. So it makes sense, y'all. Simple. Sounds like a simple victory. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Look, so we can try to be ready for our morning trade. And what's her name? Candace? I'm just Mo. I think she trades in the morning.
Yeah,
And,
Mo Cindy.
yeah, Mo Cindy.
Mo Cindy, she trades Spain index, 2 a.m.
There you go.
She trades it Sunday through Thursday.
And she trades on her Instagram, don't she?
She does a live on Instagram. That is correct.
And she dropped her Instagram in the chat.
She has several times, and she does pretty much every night.
And her page is fire. I was just scrolling on her page. Her page is fire. I meant to message her and tell her that. So yeah, y'all got, hey, wait a minute, hold on, not y'all. We got some dope people.
Yep.
Trying to help us. Take advantage.
And for anybody that has got into that gold trade, okay, it is in a pullback right now. But instead of panicking, what I did is I took a second position. So my second position is better than my first one. Scare money makes no money.
Right. And that's the truth. And you got to get confident, or you won't be hitting your trades when you should. So that gold trade is looking really juicy to right about now. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go ahead
I
and
mean,
go.
I'm looking at 73 pips on the first trade, but because I got into it late, but on the second one, I am looking at 110. So that's almost 200 pips in 2 trades.
I was going to say that second one should be going into profit. Look like it's going to be going to profit real soon.
Yep, it is.
I jumped in it with you.
Yep.
I stole your trade.
It's all right. We do it together.
Right.
Teamwork.
Right.
Teamwork.
And let me tell y'all, even though I'm one of the people on here that teach